All right, I'm gonna be real. This feels like a really weird, quick look at this instrument because this instrument is so tiny. If you can't see this, this is my most recent build. I've been working on it for a couple months now, or a few months now. I've affectionately called it the Beetle Banjo. It is a 17-inch scale, very tiny scale, full-size banjo. So it is not a banjo ukulele. It is not a octave higher like I originally thought it was going to be. These strings are put out by a company called Beansprout, and they're made for this scale length. And so I thought that was really exciting and curious. So I bought those strings. They are reasonable to purchase. And I didn't know if I'd recommend them, but I definitely do. I have really enjoyed this banjo. I finished it just a couple days ago, and I've been playing it nonstop. And it is tiny, but it has a very full sound. So, yeah, I find myself hunching over it because it's so small. But this was a really fun experiment to build, not just for the small scale, but I tried to make this a miniature. And what I mean by that is I've always had this really big fascination with miniature furniture. Not because of dollhouses, not because of whatever, but a long time ago, before the age of mass printing and catalogs, you would have a master craftsman for a cabinet shop. They would make, their best craftsmen would make miniature versions of everything they sold, like their product line, and then a salesman would literally carry cases full of these little miniatures around, and people would look at them, and you could assess the craftsmanship based off of them, and they would order something, and then it would show up later full scale, right? But these little miniatures would have working drawers, working hinges, everything would work. And I thought, man, I would love to have a small banjo that's not, say, a presentation banjo, but it is a banjo that I can take and show what I'm capable of doing as a craftsman. And so I threw a little bit of everything into here. We'll see it in the details, but we'll walk through it as well. It is made of really curly maple for the neck and for the Ashbourne rim on the pot. It has ambrosia maple and torrefied maple as the brown wood here in the pot. It has a Catalog's fingerboard and headstock cover that is heavily inlaid. And it's inlaid with cherry, more torrefied maple, and some faux pearl material. Yeah, and then a lot of other things. It's got a really kind of dense heel carving, which is unusual for me. I wanted to make something really compact and kind of you could feel it. But I made everything from scratch. So all the hooks, all the nuts, the tension hoop, the flesh hoop, the tone ring, all of that is fabricated in-house by me by hand. It's got the cutest little armrest. Oh man, I love it. And a goat skin head from Lowly Mountain Banjos. I love supporting Jeff. He's got great work. Yeah. So, and then it has a beetle inlaid in the headstock. So we'll look at that up close when we see it here in a second. But just marvel how tiny this little thing is. You can take it anywhere. Yeah. So normally I just play at the end, but I'm so excited about this. I'll show some glamour shots and actual kind of audio recorded here in a little while. I have to record it somewhere else. I got a pipe up here in my studio that's running water. You guys can hear that? I don't know what that's about. So I got that looked out before I can record this, and then I'll release this video. But let's look at some up-close shots, and then we'll do some glamour shots. Yeah, and then here. All right, here we go. Up close to the headstock, you can see the beetle. All right, it is hand engraved and hand inlaid. There's all that faux pearl for the fret markers and everything here. So you can get the light right. Now you can see all the inlay. It's really subtle. I have cherry and torrefied maple all throughout patterning the entire fingerboard. The scoop is fully bound. right, in maple and ebony. There you go. Has brass colored fret wire. There's our skin with our polished brass tailpiece. Our little torrefied maple. See if our focus will work here. Torrefied maple and maple pot. Here's our little armrest, curly torrefied maple. I'm actually showing the back of this one. I like the heel cap and the post. I kind of made the post ornate since the whole thing was so ornate, with all of my branding on there as well. Has a brass tone ring suspended on ball bearings inside. Here's that heel carving. It's quite sculptural and deep. Like I said, I wanted it to be asymmetrical and kind of compressed. See there? And there's that curly maple neck. The little carving around the 5th peg. And the back of the headstock is ambrosia maple with my name in it. It's got lots of layers to the back strap, this little piece here in the headstock. And we can see all of that inlay. Let's zoom in here. There you go. Yeah. So I'm really digging this. I think this is really cool. Yep. All right. Well, let's hear it a little bit, and then we'll see some glamour shots. We just played a little, I think Angel and the Baker, a couple things. We'll do 8th of January here. It is so goofy playing something so small, but I love it. You can see how tiny it is. I mean, it fits in your lap. It would fit in a backpack. I don't know. I'm kind of loving it. Something totally different for me and weird. So used to these big ones. But yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. Let's go ahead and look at some glamour shots that I took of this instrument just today after I edit them, and we'll hear some actual audio of the instrument. So if you're interested in this one, reach out. If you're this will be for sale, and if you're interested in having one custom made, let me know.